Hello again. Today I'm going to go into a different area to help all of you that are interested in looking for a new house or even to sell. And thought in the last two videos, I explained certain things how you can identify an agent that are not is not doing the correct thing from the start. And so for that, you know, the question would be, can you trust someone that is not doing the right thing from the very beginning? Is that a good professional if he or she does not know how to follow the rules and do the best job for you? So today is going to be more about how can you get the best help for the agent from the agent that you already chosen to work with, because a lot of you are out there searching on websites that don't have the most up-to-date information from the MLSs, because they're not looking to actually get you that information. They're looking to grab your information to sell it to agents. And sometimes they're selling the same information to more than one agent. So, what can a really good agent do to help you to get the most refined and up to date information? Agents have access to MLSs depending on the areas where they are working. In New Jersey, for instance, for example, in the area where I am, the most used and up to date information is in the Garden State MLS. So, Essex County, Union County, Morris County, Somerset County, mostly those counties have relied very heavily into the Garden State MLS, which is really a good MLS for the purpose that the agents and the public can use it. There's other areas, other counties that use other MLSs, but at the end of the day, all of those MLSs using a system called IDX converge into some of the websites that agents use from their own companies or some of their own websites that were built by a private company. In my case, I can introduce you to three different ways that myself and my teammate can help you. Um, and that has to do with a conversation with the buyer or the seller. With the seller is a little bit different, because what the seller normally wants to know is what would be the best price to sell the house, so we can prepare a very good market analysis. With the buyers, in most situations, is how can we help them search for the best house. And we need to have a serious conversation about the locations, about the type of property that they would like to have, about the price point that they are looking to get the house. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms do you need? What's more important for you? Commuting time, easy way to get to the train or to the bus. What are the needs of that buyer? And then we use tools like the websites that we have that allows us to do that. And in this situation, so the the website, in this case my website, it will allow the search to happen. For some reason it's taking a little longer right now, but normally it is very fast. There you go. Um, it's pulling up houses in here in the market in Maplewood, and on the side you can see um, this is actually a condo, but you get everything, and I can move it, the map, and search other locations. For example, if I go to short use, I will be able to search here also, and let me do it different. I'll remove it from there. And once I am over the map of short use, I can search in short use. I can see everything as soon as I go over whatever price, and I can prepare a search as a client, preparing your own login and doing a search that you can constantly keep up to date. The other way that a client can himself do a search, and I can guarantee you that from our website and from our personal app that is provided by the company, the information on the app and on the website is up to date every 15 minutes from the MLSs. And the reason I say MLSs is that even though my market area where I do mostly work with buyers and sellers is Essex County, Union County, a little bit of Hudson County. Um, Sometimes with clients that really want to work with me, we go to Somerset County or Morris County. Um, we don't go as much, but when you gain the trust of a client and the client wants to work with you, you end up doing those searches, and you end up. I'm very familiar with a lot of those towns um, in those counties, and we'll go there. Um, we can prepare the search that will keep the client up to date. Another way that I like to show the client the properties is in the Garden State MLS, preparing a search, or in another MLS that I am signed in with, um, prepare a search that I save, and the let's say, for example, I have saved searches that clients receive emails on a weekly basis or on a daily basis if the property comes on a market. For example, I I have a search in here for Berkeley Heights. Don't know exactly which one is this, but if I run the search, right now it's showing me 8 properties on that search. And you can see it right there. It's a search, actually. This search is bringing me um, properties in Livingston, Chatham, East Hanover. So this client asked me for properties in these towns through a certain price point and with some requisites. What happens with these is, as these properties come on the market, the client receives immediately an email that same day with the new properties on the market. Most times, I set up my clients with email that, even though they are sent a email as soon as properties come on the market, so the client can keep track on everything. Like on Thursday or Friday, the client receives everything that is on the market within that those guidelines that I was given. So different ways, but one thing is, once you are working with an agent like me or a team, we're going to send you the properties with the kind of requisites that you spoke with us to put in there: the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, uh, the one car garage or two car garage, whatever are your most important preferences. That's how we're going to set up the search and update you on a daily basis if there's properties coming on the market daily with those requisites, or as soon as that property comes on the market, the same day it will hit your email. And the expectation of the agent is that you're going to call back, or if you are one of those clients that ask the agent, call me when something is happening and coming on the market, then the agent will call you, because the agent receives an alert with those properties also. If you prefer that the agent is not calling you, then we expect a call from you when those properties hit the market and get to your email, because the way the market is moving, these calls need to happen almost immediately the next day, because the properties are moving very fast out of the market. They're selling very fast. So if you're getting a property that is within those requisites that you ask the agent to set up that search,